There's absolutely no reason why you should struggle to hit your protein goal if you're currently on a weight loss diet. It's actually very easy when you stop making these common mistakes and apply the simple rule that I'm going to teach you today, inshallah. Now, when it comes to nutrition, I'm usually pretty empathetic and understanding, but sometimes I gotta just give it to you without sugarcoating it. No pun intended. First off, peanut butter is not a source of protein, despite what your grandma might tell you. If you're eating foods like peanut butter to hit your protein goal, you're just gonna end up eating way too many calories. Same with 80-20 beef. I know it's the cheapest one and the best deal, but it's got way too many calories relative to protein, and this leads into the rule. My super simple rule for protein to calorie ratio is that for every 1 gram of protein, there should be no more than 10 calories. And this works out perfect because let's say your protein goal is 200 and your calorie goal is 2000. This factors in perfectly, and this does pretty well with correlating with your body weight. Of course, there are some nuances to this, but again, this is my super simplified rule you can easily apply today. So once again, in order for a food to be a good source of protein for you, for every 10 grams of protein, there should be no more than 100 calories. Let's look at peanut butter. For every 940 calories, you're only going to get 35 grams of protein. For comparison, if you get 35 grams of protein from chicken breast, then that's only 186.5 calories in that portion of boneless, skinless chicken breast. So peanut butter has just over 5 times as many calories as chicken does for the amount of protein that you get. Versus with chicken breast, you have so many calories left over that you can add in some rice, some other carb sources, some avocado, some sauce, whatever else you want to add to it to fill in the rest of that ratio. And that makes it a strategically better food for being in a calorie deficit and doing fat loss dieting. Now, I know that we all love peanut butter, so if you need to get your peanut butter fix in, because I love peanut butter too, there's a product called peanut butter powder. There's a couple different brands, and generally each serving has 6 grams of protein and 60 calories, which is the perfect golden ratio. That being said, peanut butter is a food that we eat for taste and happiness, not for protein, okay? So let me provide you with some protein sources that are my favorite protein sources for getting a really good protein to calorie ratio that gives you so many calories left over to hit the ratio that you can eat a bunch of carbs and other stuff that makes your diet really, really fun, entertaining, interesting, and easy to stick to. We got 0% Greek yogurt, which I personally like the Chobani Zero Sugar ones and the Oikos Triple Zero. Those are both great and give you a ton of room with your calories for how much protein you get, to where you could even pair it with fruits, nuts, and make some amazing snacks. Next up on the list, we got lean meats like chicken breast, 93% lean beef. So the 80-20's got way too much fat. It's got more fat than protein, and as a result of that, the protein to calorie ratio is terrible on 80-20 beef, and even 90-10 beef isn't good enough, but 93-7 gives you plenty of room left over to add in carbs and all that other stuff. Then of course, we also got tuna. There's a lot of other things. Wild-caught salmon also has a great ratio. There's a lot of great lean meat protein sources. Now, if you're still struggling to hit your protein intake, you could add in a whey protein supplement, which is basically just a condensed form of milk. So don't worry, whey protein is not something that was synthesized in a lab. It's basically just milk with the fat and carbs removed for the most part. If you base each meal of each day around a protein source, it's very easy to hit your protein intake without ending up going over on the calories. Let's say you do eggs and Greek yogurt in the morning, chicken, fish, or lean beef with lunch and dinner, shakes and high protein snacks between meals. You're never going to struggle to hit your protein intake again.